Hello dear friends and a warm welcome. In this video, you will get the explanation of the question paper of Entrance Exam 2021 conducted for admission to the course MSc Animal Biology and Biotechnology. In this video, I will discuss first 40 questions and their explanation. If you are new to this channel, then do subscribe it and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the notifications of all the new videos. In the playlist, you will find there are a number of videos which will help you in the preparation of the different entrance exams for admission to MSc Microbiology, Applied Microbiology, Biotechnology, Life Sciences, Biochemistry, and Bioinformatics. So now let's get started. The question number 1 is, open vascular system is usually found in, the options are A. Crab, B. Monkeys, C. Crows, D. Human. The question is a very simple question. I hope you can guess the correct answer. And the correct answer is the option A, crabs. The vascular system is closed in vertebrates. The blood flows in capillaries. In the open vascular system, the blood suffuses the complete body. Question number 2. Which of the following gases has highest rate of diffusion? The option A, oxygen, B, carbon dioxide, C, ammonia, and D option is nitrogen. Out of this diffusion of the gases, it follows a law. The law is called the Graham's law. According to this law, the rate of diffusion is inversely proportional to the molecular weight and its square. So among these gases, the lowest molecular weight is that of the ammonia. So the highest rate of diffusion will be for ammonia. So correct answer is C, ammonia. Question number 3. In thermal stratification, the middle region which shows vertical temperature change is called A. Mesolimnion, B. Apolimnion, C. Metalimnion, D. Hypolimnion. Out of this, the correct answer is the option C. It is metalimnion. The thermal stratification is the apolimnion. The next is the metalimnion, and the third one is the hypolimnion. So middle region is the metalimnion. The question number 4. In bilateral development, splitting of solid mass of mesodermal cells to form the body cavity results in A. Schizosylum, B. Enterocoelom, C. Endocoelom, and D. Mesosylum. So out of this, the correct one is the A. Schizosylum. Question number 5. With reference to T cell receptor, which of the following statements are true? So here 4 statements are given and you have to tell which statements are true. The combinations, they are formed in the options A, B, C, and D. Now let's see what are these statements. The statement number 1, it is required for helper T cells to stimulate B cells in humoral response. The statement 2, it is required for killer T cells to recognize antigen. Statement number 3, it recognizes antigen fragments and MHC molecules independently. Question number 4 says, it has a domain organization that is roughly similar to that of immunoglobulin domain. So now as we see these statements, only the statement number 3 is not true, it is false. All the other are true. So the option C, the one 2 and 4 statements, these are true. Moving to the next question, the question number 6. An example of halite ore is A. Galena, B. Bauxite, C. Cinnamon, D. Cryolite. So out of this, the correct one is the option D, which is the cryolite. The cryolite is the fluorine, and the other, the galena, is the ore of the lead, bauxite, ore of the aluminium, and cinnamon is the ore of mercury. Question number 7. Acridine orange is used to label A. DNA and RNA, B. Carbohydrates, C. Protein, D. Lipids. Here the option which is correct is the A. DNA and RNA. Acridine orange is a permanent, or so we can say permeant, not permanent, permeant nucleic acid binding dye. It emits green fluorescence when it binds with the double-stranded DNA, and it emits red fluorescence when it binds with single-stranded DNA or the RNA. Question number 8. The number of EDTA units required to make an octahedral complex with calcium 2 plus ion is A6, B3, C1 and D2. The correct one is the C1. EDTA stands for ethylene diamine tetraacetate. It makes an octahedral complex with the calcium 2 plus the cation, which has the 6 donor atoms which are present in the EDTA. Question number 9. A species that cannot exist is A. SiF6 negative, B. BF6 positive, C. SF6, and D is AlF6 3 negative. So the correct one is the option B, which is the B6 3 negative. The question number 10. Nude mice for developing tumor models lack one of the following functional glands: A. Pituitary, B. Thymus, C. Thyroid, and D is prostate. The correct option here is the B. Thymus. The thymus gland is not found in the nude mice, and so the nude mice, they lack the normal immune system. Question number 11. The disappearance of the purple color of KMNO4 on its reaction with alkene is known as A. Markov test, B. Grignard test, C. Bayer test, and D is the Wurst test. So out of this, the correct one is the C, which is the Bayer test. Question number 12. The macrophage-rich mass found at the site of injection of adjuvant is called A. myeloma, B. granuloma, C. adjuvant activated lymphoma, and D. hybridoma. The correct one is the B, which is the granuloma. Question number 13. Ethanol is isomeric with A. dimethyl ether, B. ethanol, C. diethyl ether, D. propanol. The correct one is the option A, which is the dimethyl ether. Question number 14. Hyaluronic acid is multimer consisting of alternative residues of A. N-acetyl glucosamine and N-acetyl murmuric acid, B. D-glucuronic acid and N-acetyl glucosamine, C. D-galactose and 3,6-anhydro-L-galactose, D. N-acetyl galactosamine and glucuronic acid. The correct one is the option B. The correct one here is the option B. It is digluconic acid and N-acetyl glucosamine. The question number 15. Calcium acetate on strong heating gives A. Methane plus calcium carbonate. B. Acetone plus calcium carbonate. C. Ethane plus calcium carbonate. And D is ethane plus calcium oxide. The correct one is the option B, which is the acetone plus calcium carbonate. The question 16. Which of the following statements hold true for placenta in mammals? A. Belongs to fetus only that connects the uterus of mother. B. Belongs to uterus of the mother only that connects growing fetus. C. Belongs to fetus as well as mother from the respective ends. D. Belongs to the fertilized embryo. So here the option C is correct. The placenta doesn't technically belongs to the mother. Actually, it develops from the blastocyst, which is shortly after the implantation. Question number 17. Which of the following is not an electrophile? A. Ammonia. B. Br positive. C. AlCl3. D. NO2 positive. The correct one is the A, which is the ammonia. Question number 18. In a DNA fragment, the following sequence. The sequence is given. It is G, T, G, A, C, A, C, A, G, G, C, T, T. Is converted to GTG. It's triple A, then CA, GA, GG, C, TT. You can see that there is a difference in only the sequence. These are exactly same, except there is one replacement of the C with the here with G. So this is only a type of point mutation. In the case of point mutation, if the purine is replaced with purine or a pyrimidine is replaced by pyrimidine, then it is called transition. But if a purine is replaced with pyrimidine or vice versa, then it is called transversion. So in these two sequences, the C is replaced with G, the pyrimidine is replaced with the purine. So it is the transversion. So the correct answer is B, transversion. Moving to the next question, the question number 19. Chlorination of methane to give CCl4 is an example of an electrophilic addition. B. A free radical substitution. C. A nucleophilic addition. D. An electrophilic substitution. So here the correct one is a B, which is the free radical substitution. The correct answer is B, the free radical substitution. Now, question number 20. Oxidation of a primary alcohol with KMnO4 and the hydroxyl ion produces A. Carboxylic acid, B. An ether, C. A ketone, D. An ester. The correct one is the option A, which is a carboxylic acid. The question number 21. The vesicle transporting proteins from plasma membrane to endosome will be coated by the option A is CuP1, the option B CuP2, the option C CuP3, the option D is clathrin. Here the correct one is the option D, which is the clathrin. Clathrin is associated with the adapter proteins, and this forms the vesicles from the plasma membrane that transport to the endosomes. The question number 22. Which of the following has maximum number of unpaired electrons? The A, magnesium 2 plus, B, Ti3 plus, C, V3 plus, and D is Fe2 plus. The correct one is here the option D, which is Fe2 plus. The magnesium 2 plus has no unpaired electrons. The second option, Ti3 plus one, has one unpaired electron, while third one, V3 plus, has the two unpaired electron, and the Fe2 plus has the four unpaired electron. The question number 3. Ora serrata is related to which organ? A, intestine, B, brain, C, liver, and the D option is I. The correct one is the option D, which is I. Question number 24. Which of the following is true about the blood transfusion reactions, erythroblastosis fetalis and autoimmune hemolytic anemia? The A is type 2 hypersensitive response, B type 1 hypersensitive response, C type 3 hypersensitive response, and D is type 4 hypersensitive response. These are the type 2 hypersensitivity. So here the option A is correct. Question 25. A hydrazone will result from the reaction of a hydrazine with A, phenol, B, aldehyde, C, an alcohol, D, an acid. The correct one is the option number B. It can be an aldehyde or a ketone. Question 26. Which of the following term describes a mitotic cell division giving rise to two daughter cells without increasing the size of the original parental cells? A is cellulation, B blastocele, C hyperplasia, D cytokinesis. Here the correct one is the A, which is the cellulation. Question 27. Anti-aging pills like TA65 primarily activate A, telomerase enzyme, B, cell division, C, DNA recombination process, D, production of immunoglobulins. Here the correct answer is the option A, telomerase enzyme. TA65 is a plant-based drug which helps to maintain or rebuild the telomeres. If there are short telomeres, then it will lead to the aging, while the long telomeres, they are the anti-aging. So here the option A, the telomerase enzyme, is correct. Question number 28. The 9+2 pattern found in cilia or flagella occurs in every animal phylum except A, Arthropoda, B, Chordata, C, Protozoa, D, Mollusca. The correct one is the A, Arthropoda. Question number 29. In Drosophila, the sex is determined by A, the ratio of pairs of X chromosomes to the pairs of autosomes, B, X and Y chromosomes, then C, the ratio of number of X chromosomes to the sets of autosomes, D, the temperature of the environment. The correct answer is the option C, the ratio of the number of the X chromosomes to the sets of autosomes. Question number 30. Which of the following method is better suited to identify a putative enhancer element or elements? A, electrophoretic mobility shift assay, B, CHIP chip with P300 antibody, C, DMSO footprinting, D, DNA fingerprinting. Out of this, the correct option is the option number B, the chip with P300 antibody. CHIP stands for chromatin immunoprecipitation assay. It is a tool for analyzing the enhancers or the transcription activity. The particular one is the histone acetyl transferase, which is the P300 antibody, or it is also known as the CAT3B. Question number 31. If a plant with genotype AABB is self-fertilized, the probability of getting the AABB genotype will be when A and B are not linked. The options are A 1 by 2, B is 1 by 4, C is 1 by 8, and D is 1 by 16. So when there is this fertilization, the AABB, the genotype, then the resulting the gametes, they will be having the genotype AB, AB, and AB, and small a b. So when it is self-fertilized, then the same genotypes will be there: AA, AB, AB, and AB. So we will see the combination when this and this fertilized, then this and this fertilized. So only in one combination we will get the genotype, which will be the AABB, and the probability of that is only 1 by 16. So option D is correct. Question number 32. Plants adapted to swampy environment meet oxygen requirements of their roots by means of a specialized tissue called a parenchyma, B parenchyma, C collenchyma, and D is sclerenchyma. So the option here which is correct is the option B, which is the parenchyma. Question number 33. Consider the phylogenetic relation among the following species. So here a phylogenetic analysis is shown. So number of the mammals, they are shown: the Angus cattle, white-tailed deer, blue whale, pygmy hippopotamus, the wild boar, and the alpaca. So these are shown like they are derived from an extinct mammal. So the question says, which of the following are most closely related? A. White-tailed bear and blue whale. B. Pygmy hippopotamus and wild boar. C. White-tailed deer and the Angus cattle. D. Wild boar and alpaca. So we can see that here the pair which is lying the closest to each other, these are the white-tailed deer and the Angus cattle, which forms A, option C. So option C is the correct one. Question 34. The genome of Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, the COV, the MERS virus, is A. RNA positive strand, B. RNA negative strand, C. Diploid RNA, D is linear DNA. The option A, the RNA positive strand, is the correct option. The question number 35. Identify the mismatched pair. A. Tundra, permafrost, B. Prairie, epiphyte, C. Savanna, acacia tree, D. Coniferous forest, evergreen tree. In this, we can see that the option B is mismatched. In the prairie, there are the grasslands where the grasses, herbs, shrubs, these are seen. Question number 36. If polyuracil RNA is used in vitro translation reaction, the generated polypeptide contains A. alanine, B. leucine, C. isoleucine, D. phenylalanine. So here the polyuracil RNA means there will only be the RNA with the sequences U. So when the triplet is formed, then it is formed from this triple U and triple U, and the triple U codes for the phenylalanine. So the correct one is the D, phenylalanine. Question number 37. The biogeochemical cycle of phosphorus differs from the cycles of carbon and nitrogen in that A. Phosphorus cycles through biosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, but not atmosphere. B. Phosphorus lacks a liquid phase. C. Only phosphorus is cycled through marine organism. D. Living organisms do not need phosphorus. So here the option A is correct. The phosphorus cycles through biosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, but not the atmosphere. Question number 38. Which among the following is not a professional antigen presenting cell? A. Dendritic cell, B. Macrophages, C. B cells, and D is fibroblast cells. So here the option which is correct is the D, fibroblast cells. Fibroblast cells, they are not the example of the APC. All the other three are the APC. Question 39. The heaviest naturally occurring element is A. Thorium, B. Uranium, C. Mercury, and D is polonium. The option which is correct is B. Uranium. Question number 40. Water walking occurs in many insects group except Hemiptera, B. Hymenoptera, C. Coleoptera, D. Collembola. Here the option B is correct. The Hymenoptera, these are unable to walk in water, but they can walk on the other substrates like the foliage and the plants, etc. So that was the solution of the first 40 questions of the question paper for the animal biology and biotechnology. There will be the other videos on rest of the 60 questions. So stay tuned, keep watching. Bye, take care. Best wishes for your exams.